All right. Welcome, guys, to our Sunday night call. Uh, it's no coincidence I chose that song. Life will never be the same. Because I'm telling you, January 2025 has started off very, very powerfully. We started off with many new ranks happening from around the world. And I want to take a moment and I want to congratulate a few people. And firstly, I want to thank every single one of you guys for tuning in. I know that we've got people from all around the world right now. We've got people from the US, Chicago in the house. David, how you doing, buddy? We got Sweden in the house. We got South Africa in the house. Let's see. Romania, Transylvania, Uganda, Hungary in the house. Cyprus in the house. Am I missing any other countries? UK, Zimbabwe, of course. Amazing, guys. Amazing. And whether you're actually watching this live with us right now, whether you're watching the recording, January was an amazing month. It was a great way to kickstart the year. And I can't remember who said it the other day. I'm sure someone's going to put it on the chat. That February is not going to be called February. It's going to be called February. I think it was Jesse actually that said it. So essentially fabulous sounds interesting as a word. Fabulous February, because I think February is going to be even bigger than January. But let me do some recognition here, okay? How many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new bronzes in the month of January. Mr. and Mrs. Mushambi, I want to congratulate for achieving silver in the month of January. January, actually, bronze and silver. Tapiwa, congratulations. Edith, congratulations. Rumbi, congratulations. This is all the new bronzes, guys. Also, on top of that, we've got Marvelous all the way from the UK for achieving gold. Now, gold is a significant rank because gold is where your residual income is $500 a month. Now, I want to put things in perspective because $500 a month linear is not as powerful as $500 a month residual. Let me give you an example. And some of you guys have probably heard me say this story many, many times. And I'm sorry if you heard me say it 100 times. But the first property I bought in the UK, I bought in 2007. And it was a 2-bedroom apartment, about 10 minutes from London. And it was £333,000 that I paid then, which is, I don't know, about $450,000 US, give or take, from 2007, okay? In order to make, it was about 250 to 300 pounds residual every month. That means money left over after the bills were taken care of. So when the money would come in from the rent and I deducted the mortgage payment, the council tax, the service charge, the gas, the electricity, because I was renting it all inclusive, all bills included, it was leaving me 250 pounds a month, give or take, sometimes 300 pounds, which is about $400. And in my head, I was like, this is amazing. All I need to do is get 10 properties, so 9 more, and then I'll have enough money to replace my urgent bills. That's what I'm talking about. When I saw network marketing many years ago and I saw that I can make residual income here by literally spending a few $100s, and there was no limit how big I could make it. It was amazing. And to achieve Marvelous, to achieve the rank of gold, which is $500 a month residually, it's 50 people in your team, 25 squared. And she's done it in a few months. It's amazing. It's just the beginning. Rumbi for achieving bronze in the month of January. I want to give also huge congratulations to Vatiara and Caleb all the way from Tahiti, Bora Bora. They live in paradise. We're going to be doing a lot of escapes there, I'm telling you now, for achieving silver and leading the way over there. Simba for achieving bronze. Another silver in the house. I want to give a big shout out to this guy, Anthony Dennis, all the way from New Caledonia, which New Caledonia, if you haven't heard of, it's very close to Australia. Now, Anthony literally got started in network marketing in the beginning of January. I think it was 10th of January. And since 10th of January, he's already achieved bronze, has gone silver, and I have a feeling that by the time that Dubai happens, he's going to be on the gold rank. Additionally, Harriet from Uganda for achieving silver. I mean, guys, this is just like so amazing. Tunde from Romania for achieving bronze. Sidi, I want to give a big shout out. Sidi is actually used to be a football player for Hungary or Romania. And she literally achieved bronze and silver in the month of January. One of the things that I always say to people, guys, when it pops, it really pops. See, I knew Imola would correct me. Romanian national women's team. I mean, it took her a little while to click, but once it clicked, she's going to start flying through the ranks. My sister Helen Kithinji, all the way from Kenya for achieving gold, 25 squared. Glenda is also from New Caledonia. I can't wait for you guys to meet Glenda, by the way, guys. There's so many amazing stories in here. When Glenda shares her story, you guys are going to be so blown away. She's going to be in Dubai with us. And Glenda, man, New Caledonia has been going through some very, very challenging situations in the last few months. They're practically experiencing a lockdown in New Caledonia, a political lockdown. She told me, unfortunately, that her Wi-Fi may not be the best. They're literally in and out of Wi-Fi all the time. But defying against all odds, finding a way to make things happen and still rising through the ranks. So, and last but not least, 50 squared. Now, 50 squared is sapphire. What does sapphire mean? Sapphire means that for every single cell you have in your organization, from the moment you achieve sapphire until you get a new sapphire in your organization, every new sale, if they're for the standard pack, you make $25. And if they're for the main launch pack, you make $50 for every single sale in your team. I can tell you from experience, that income can be crazy. So you got 10 new sales happening in your team every single week. That's $500 a week on top of everything else. And my good friend, an amazing leader, Martin Diho, achieved in the month of January, he achieved sapphire, the first ever in Uganda to do so. And I have a feeling that's going to be the first of many. And last but not least, a lady I am so proud of. This lady, ever since she's joined Viago, literally as we were in pre-launch, she's just been climbing through the ranks. She's been putting in personals, leading the way by example, taking literally no excuses. And believe me, she's had a few challenges along the way. But what I love about this lady is that she always takes the challenges with a smile on her face. It doesn't matter what she's dealing with, she just smiles and gets on with it. And this lady has achieved the rank of sapphire. I know this is a small stepping stone to where she's going. I'm excited to have her as a special guest on our team call. And this is my good friend, Helen Mandishona, Zimbabwe /UK/ worldwide. Helen, my dear, welcome to the call.
Thank you so much, Efrosini. It's really a blessing to be on this call and for your leadership. Can I share some slides?
Of course you can. Give me 1 second. 1
I've
second.
got them.
Okay, now you should be able to try that now.
Okay. I don't know why they are not showing. Let's see. Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. So thank you so much. And I would say the results is because we have amazing leaders. Efrosini, you are in our group. You know how everyone plays team. I know when I was going through some personal challenges, everyone just, the leaders, they just said, okay, we will do three-way calls. We will work with the teams. So I'm really blessed to have a number of leaders that just step up. So I'll just share what our team is doing. It's not what I am doing alone, but this business is teamwork. If you understand this, to work together, the results will be amazing. So first thing, when I signed up, Efrosin, my mentor, told me this. He said there are 3 key dates. Efrosin, you can see my slides? Hi, guys. Can you see
my
my
dear.
slides?
Absolutely.
Okay. She said there are 3 key dates. Everyone has got 1 first week in network marketing, 1 first month, 1 first year. Each of these testimonies will stay with you and will affect your business. You will listen when I share my story. I'll say I signed 8 people in 3 days. I don't mention the 21, the 3 days, first week, 3 days, 8 people. In people's minds, they would then say, this is doable. And that's my story. Then the ranking, first month, then we'll see first year. So this is story, and this is what I tell everyone in our team when they sign up. We say, welcome. Remember, you've got your first week, your first month, your first year. Some will listen, some will not, but you run with those that want to run. Then, like I said, the above is what Efrosin told me. The other thing is, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. The people in our team whom I've seen having results, they are constantly doing this. I know one person said to me, I've shown people and they had 70 no's. People didn't sign up. Some promised they didn't sign up, but you continue showing and you get results. I know one guy, he's showing almost 5 every day and doing 3-way calls. It took some time, but now he's starting to sign up. So this business, you need to have a thick skin like an elephant, that the nose will not, make you go into blankets. I got a no one day and I really went into blankets and it was early in the morning. They know that's really painful. But afterwards, I was like, that's the reason I should really succeed in this business, so that this person can see that it's not a scam, it's not a pyramid, because I had been told all sorts of things. So what's the game plan? The game plan is get your 2 in 24 to 48 hours and be qualified. When a new person sign up in our team, we say, welcome, whatever, let's score in 24 hours. Sometimes they don't even know what 24-hour scoring is. We say, get your 2 personals in 24 to 48 hours. Not everyone will do that, but we try to help them to get their 2 in the shortest possible time. When they get that $100 commission, it speaks volume. It encourages everyone to just have the 1 sign up. When you say 6, it becomes difficult for person to say, where will I get 6? I don't know anyone, but just that 1. So then get your 6 for monthly fees to be waived. We haven't really we have some people that have achieved that, but it hasn't been at the rate that we wanted. So we are working on that. Repeat process with the personal signups. I'll shout out to Mr. Mushambi and Rumbi's team. They, like someone signs up, Mr. Mushambi through Rumbi, they are on 7th generation. One person signs up, you help that person to sign up someone, you help that person to sign up someone. They might not have 2 or 6, but you are going through, driving death. So leaders in our team duplicating this and seeing results are Mr. Mushambi, Aaron, Rumbi for the spelling, Simba, Marvelous, Jane, Helena, Kenan, Miriam, Tapiwa, Juliet, and Boas. And a number coming up, I know in February, Chenge will be one of them. Mr. Mushambi's team, as I said, it's really growing, but you know why? This is our daily method of operation. Not that we are saying everyone has to do this. Remember, network marketing is like charity work. But if someone has got their why is so strong, you not force someone to say, go to Africa and help in charity, go to this. So everyone has got a why for doing something. That's what will push them. But we help each other. And if you see that this person really wants to run, we run with them. I have people that after doing the presentation, I also send it to Efrosin the other time when Efrosin was on holiday. We had to connect with Matt Morris because we realized that they need someone above me. So I'll just run through this quickly. So this is what we do. We show video by Matt Morris, book 15 minutes and in different languages. We have it in different languages. Thanks, Efrosin and the leadership for putting this in different languages. We currently use English, Portuguese, and French, not so much, but Portuguese, we are in Mozambique. So inviting and attending Zoom team meetings and team members in our group, we always put OTC, that's on the call, on the group. Why? To encourage someone to be on the call, someone who they've forgotten, when they see that they join. Even if you don't have a prospect, the meeting needs you or you need the meeting, stay close to the fire. There are some prospects who want one-on-one presentation, and the leaders I mentioned are doing this. I personally, when I started, I just paid for Zoom for 300 participants. I remember Efrosin saying, do you want to use my Zoom? I said, no, I've already paid. So because I saw from day one, I want to build this business to over 300. Anyway, at that time, I was like, okay, let's start with 300. Aaron wanted 500. So, but there's also free Zoom. One can use it. So that's not an excuse. You can do your presentation for 40 minutes, but we encourage using the 15-minute video. It does everything for you. It's a visual. People see, Matt Morris has done it so well. So all the work has been done. We also have travel parties. This is Mr. and Mrs. Mushambi's baby. They just started from day one. They decided they want to do travel parties at their home. Every Sunday they do this. Today they had a travel party. And many signups come after these meetings. And I guess that's why his team is growing. 3-way calls after video presentation. Some prospects say yes after presentation to sign them up. However, there are some who only sign up after 3-way call. This is a way also of showing that I have someone who can support you if you decide to do this business. In our team, Canada, Rumbi, and Chenge, they've mastered this. I mean, Chenge is number one. He keeps us busy. The above is what our mentor, so success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. So working with team members fast to duplicate, we are not yet there as a team. We haven't really got a lot of people duplicating. We have a handful of leaders, but we had a meeting yesterday with what I call the core team, the generals, anyone who has got 2 personals or 6. I invited them for a meeting to say, let's plan for February, because we have realized we are not yet there on the duplication. If we were duplication, would be we would have done more than this. There's also a lot of admin for a leader. This is what I do when everyone is now asleep from around 11. I know Frosine the other time, she was like, why are you up at 3 a.m.? Sorry for that, my son was just. So a leader will also have to spare some time. You have to go through the pain. So thank you, Efrosine. That's all I could share today. And thanks to the team for all the support.
That was amazing, my dear Helen. And this is the thing, by the way, I actually remember that because I was in, I think, was I in Australia or Bali, which is 6 hours different. And the thing is, every time, sometimes I message people, by the way, guys, and if I've done this to you, I do apologize. Because I travel a lot, sometimes I message people and I totally forget the time zone difference. And because I'm one of those people that I wake up anywhere between 4:30 to 5 o'clock every single morning, sometimes I forget and I message people. And I was messaging Helen because I noticed a few things, and I'm like, she's replying, and I'm like, is this woman texting me back in her sleep? But this is one thing I wanted to share is that sometimes people see the success, they don't see the work that goes behind the success. You know, they hear the people sharing the story on stage. They see, you know, I had someone in the team from one of our teams a few days ago going, why do you think Africa is rising so fast? And it's like they were looking for me to say something along the lines of, oh, they're doing something different, or they're inviting in this way, like maybe like a magic trick. And I said, quite simply, because they're just doing the work. Like consistently, there's a handful of people that no matter what, every single presentation, you guys know we do presentations every single night of the week, except Saturday. Saturday, I always leave it free because then it gives people the opportunity if they're going to do something with family, because we have our Sunday night call. But what I noticed is some of the leaders are stepping up and doing faster trainings on Saturdays. They're still doing presentations. And the ones that are showing up are the ones that are climbing through the ranks. That's all it is. It's a very simple answer. It's just doing the work. Helen is just doing the work. She's doing the presentations. She's doing the three-way calls. Now, I want to share a couple of things. We're actually also meant to have Glenn down here. She did warn me, as I said earlier, that there's some network issues in New Caledonia at the moment. So we're going to have her on one of our calls very, very soon, because she's another lady that I'd love for you guys to hear from. Because again, like I said to you, up until a few months ago, New Caledonia was on lockdown. And I'm not talking about the lockdown we experienced in 2020. I am talking about a lockdown where your whole village is surrounded by tanks and you can't leave your house. Like, I'm talking about completely different level. And they've gone through some very difficult times, but you know what? There's a bunch of them that figure things out and are going to be in Dubai with us. And to fly from New Caledonia, which is near Australia, to Dubai, and your accommodation, they also booked the escape. They said, we can't come on the first event that Viago's doing officially for Europe and Africa, and the first official escape for 2025, and not do everything. So they're all spending an average of $2,500 US just for the flights and accommodation. A lot of them can't afford it, but you know what? If you're hungry, you'll always find the way. And what I want to basically focus on for a couple of minutes before we wrap things up, Dubai is around the corner, guys. There's a bunch of you guys watching this webinar right now going, yes, I want that success. I want that result. I want that $500 check. I want that $1,000 check. I want to change my life. I want to help my family. I want to help my kids. And we always tell people the same formula over and over and over again. Addition happens with the presentations, the invitations, the presentations, the closings will do addition. You want multiplication? That happens at the big events. It's not how many people you have in your team, it's how many people you have at the big events that determines the multiplication in your business. And I know there's some of you guys watching this right now that are going, I'm gonna be in Dubai, but yet you haven't booked. You haven't gone to viagoevents.com and put your money where your mouth is and book that ticket. You say you want it, but the actions gotta back up the words, okay? See, the thing is, if getting wealthy was easy, everybody would be doing it. The reason we make so much money as you climb through the ranks, guys, is because the higher the rank, the smaller the percentage of people that are willing to pay the price. That's it. Now, do you want to be in the majority of people, or do you want to be in the minority of people? If you want to live your best life, you got to do what the minority of people are doing, which is going against the grain, is overcoming the challenges, is finding solutions, is getting creative. I've heard so many stories literally over the years that I've been a part of this amazing industry called network marketing. I'll never forget, actually, one of the most powerful stories in my organization was many, many years ago, when I remember it was one of the first international conventions that we had for one of the first companies I was a part of. And the convention was, funnily enough, in Dallas. And we were in Cyprus. And, you know, my mentor told me the events are non-negotiable. If you want freedom, never miss a training, he said to me. And more importantly, make sure that every single event you go to, you always have more people at that event than what you did at the last event. He goes, even if it's just one more, just do whatever it takes. And there was this event in Dallas, and going from from Cyprus to Dallas was about 2,500 euros just for the flight, you know, not the event, not the accommodation, just for the flight. And I remember I was speaking to a couple of young guys that were like, I want to be free, I want to become a millionaire. They had very, very big goals. And I said to them, look, I don't care what you need to do. If you want it bad enough, just get creative, find a way and be there. Now, what I found out a little while afterwards is that young guy that I was speaking to at the time, that was in his early 20s, was making about 2,000 euros a month. So it was 1 month's salary just for the flight. He didn't have the money. He was living from paycheck to paycheck at the time. But he sold his car, which is a Honda Civic. He sold his car. Figured I can get another car. I didn't know he did that. I didn't ask him to sell his car. Okay, I just want to put a disclaimer there. I just said, find a way. So he sold his Honda Civic. He found a way. He got to the event. That guy, fast forward 18 months later, was making $1 million a year and bought a Ferrari 360 Spider, which is a $100,000 car. Now, was it worth it? You're like, of course, in hindsight, if I knew that by selling my car, I would get a Ferrari in 2 years, I would do it. I know some people are thinking that. But success doesn't come with a guarantee, right? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if you come to the next event in a year from now, you're going to be a millionaire. I'm not going to tell you, because here's what I don't know. Are you going to come and do the work afterwards? Because it's not just coming to the event, it's what you do with the information after the event. It's what you do between the events. But the thing is, leaders are always born in seminars. My invitation to you guys, if you want to make 2025 powerful for you, and right now you're watching this webinar and you're thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get to the event. I don't know how I'm going to book my flights. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Book one thing. At least you commit to something. Go to a Viago events. As soon as we finish the call, and book the ticket. It's $200 US. If you can find $200 US, you can find another 1,000 for the rest. Believe me. Overcome the first obstacle. You're already programming your mindset for success. You got to change the thinking from I don't have a way to get there to how can I create a way to get there. Once you start asking better questions, you start getting a better result. Jump and grow your wings on the way down is what my mentor always used to say. Okay, and believe me, there's many times, sometimes I used to book one-way flights to the events, and I'll be like, hey, how cool is that? I'll book you one-way flights. You know why? Because I couldn't afford to book a return. I'll be like, if I just book a one-way and get there, by the time I get to the event, I'll figure out a way to come back. Okay, now, here's the other thing I want to finish off with, right? This here, okay? Now, there may be some small changes to these, but this is the last leaders board that I had for the month of January. So firstly, I want to give a huge, huge congratulations to everybody that qualified on this, okay? So many different people from so many different countries, but especially a big shout out to Boaz and Juliet from Zimbabwe. Guys, Zimbabwe, the average salary in Zimbabwe is $400-500 US a month. And Boaz and Juliet started the month of January by achieving 7 personal sales. So they have a VIP ticket to the event in Dubai. Then Harriet from Uganda, congratulations, 7 personal sales. And I want to go up to Hungary with 10 personal sales. Gabor, who also qualified to make $750 US bonus. Number 2 in the world, Anthony, all the way from New Caledonia, 12 personal sales, $1,500. Let me just do the maths for you guys so you know, okay? If you think you don't have the money to get to the event, then here's going to be a way to make a ton of money in the month of February if you get to work. Anthony enrolled 12 personals, and the majority of them were for the main launch pack, which is $450, which for the month of January was not $100, it was $150. So he made $1,800 direct bonus, number 1. He made $1,500 from the leaders board. So that's already $3,300 plus cycles, plus he achieved 2 ranks, bronze and silver, which are an extra $200. So you're talking about a young guy here that I believe is like late teens, early 20s, around that sort of age, 0 experience in network marketing, 0 experience, that has literally put his head down, his bum up, and got to work and made close to $3,500 in his first month in network marketing. All he did, push play, plug into Zooms, use a 3-way. This is all he did. Martin Diho really leading the way in Uganda, 13 personal sales, $3,000 bonus, okay? He's putting over 50 personal since he joined. Here's one thing I want to tell you guys. If you make 20 personal sales and you're number 1, like your 20 personal sales, whatever bonus you made, it doubles. So if you make 20 personal sales in February and you got the $3,000 bonus, it's not $3,000, it turns into $6,000. If you make 30 personal sales in the month of February, it triples to $9,000. So somebody's going to do it in the month of February. If you don't have the money to get to the training, here's a way that you can make a ton of money and get to training. Okay, so there's no excuses, there's only results. There's no obstacles, there's only solutions. We're just gonna literally flip our mindset and focus on the right things. So yesterday I was doing a call for my dear Helen and her cousin, her sister. And I asked her this question. I always ask people, what's your vision? What's your goal? Why do you want to do these? And then I ask them, if we could help you to make that vision a reality, how much time could you consistently invest in your Viago business every week, consistently? Some people come back to me with, an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you need to do more. No, whatever you can do consistently, I will meet you there. You give me 50%, I give you 50%. You give me 100%, I give you 100%. Okay. So this lady told me I can do 3 to 4 hours a day. And I said, amazing. And I said to her, the game plan I'm going to give you, I don't give it to everybody, but I'm going to share it with you guys because I know that right now there's over 65 people watching this live. I don't know how many people will watch the recording of these, but here's what I know. There's about, out of everybody that's watching these, there's about 10% that will go out and do what I'm about to say. And there's about 20 to 30% that at least will try. Maybe they'll try it for a week. Maybe they will try it for a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll try it for 3 weeks. Okay. Some people won't even try, and that's cool. Okay. What we do as leaders, we just show people the way. You decide whether you go the way. Okay. But I want to talk to that 10, 20, 30% that when you hear these, you go, you know what? I'm going to just do it this month. I'm just going to focus in February to just do what it takes to show myself what's possible. And she said to me 3 to 4 hours a day. And I said to her, what if you just for the month of February, forget the rest of the year for now, just for the month of February, you just focus on showing 3 people a day, every single day. Just that. Get 3 people in front of a push play. Each video lasts 15 minutes. Even if you're spending half an hour with each person, right? That's an hour and a half every single day. Get some people on a Zoom. I would show 3 people the push play video, and whoever's positive about it, which is most of them, if they don't sign up on the spot, I would get them on the Zoom to see the bigger picture in the evening. And if they signed up, great. I would get them invited for the Zoom. You got to get them straight into action. But you just literally, what if you just focus for the month of February? I'm just going to show 3 a day, every day, 3 a day, every day, 3 a day, every day. And let's say I have 1 day off a week. Maybe Saturday, I don't show anybody. I relax with the family, whatever you need to do, you recharge your batteries. 3 a day, every day. 6 days a week. That's basically 18 presentations on a weekly basis. That's 72 presentations over the next 30 days. Okay? I can tell you from experience that on average, okay, when people show this the right way, now if you're not getting these results, it means there's something missing from the formula. Either you're not inviting correctly, either you're saying too much in the presentation, or you're not using a 3-way for closing. But on average, okay, 2 out of 5 will join if you do this right. So that's 40%, okay? 2 out of 5. Let's say 3 out of 5, sorry, 2 out of 10, okay? Let's say 20%. Just, I want to lower the odds, okay? Let's say 20%, and you've shown 70 people. That means you should have at least 14 signups by the end of the month. Well, 14 signups, if we base it on the same numbers as last month, will place you at #1 position and would earn you an extra $3,000 aside from the compensation plan. Think about that. Would it be worth it to you if you just said, for this month of February, I'm just going to show 3 a day, every day, just for this month? Now, like I said, I know this game plan is not for everybody. I know some people are already freaking out. They're like, oh my God, 3 a day, I don't know. But all I can tell you guys is for the ones that choose to do it and say, I'm running with this, February will truly be February, okay? And you're going to be one of those people walking the stage in Dubai. Last but not least, this Thursday at 8 p.m. Cyprus time, we'll post the banner. We're not going to give the link because this is the special leadership call. We're launching once a month. The first Thursday of every month, we're going to have a bronze and above leadership call. Okay. If you're not bronze and above, you cannot join this call. The link will only be shared with the bronze and above. You've got until Thursday to qualify for bronze if you want to be on that first leadership call. That call will happen with myself and the one and only Matt Morris, my mentor, one of my best friends in the world. And very grateful to have someone like Matt to learn from. 16 years we've been working together, and every single time I speak to him, I still always learn something new. So this Thursday, guys, we'll post the banner. We're not going to post the link. If you're not a bronze and above, then get to bronze and above so you can be on this call. And it's going to be first Thursday of the month, bronze and above. Next week, the second Thursday of every month, we will have a gold leadership call and above. This is only once a month. This is where we're going to start diving into certain skills and how to on duplication with the bronzes. And gold and above, we're going to go deeper into leadership stuff. So believe me, this is, we're going to cover content that is not available for everybody. I know my good friend Matt Moore sometimes charges thousands of dollars for this content. This is one of the things that we're blessed to get access to this sort of information just because we're part of Viago and we're in the process of really elevating this team, this company, and creating some massive momentum. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I will post the recording in the next 24 hours. Share it with your team if they missed out on this recording. Have an amazing week and let's make February month.